What's up, my soldiers? It's WildBlueYonder. Today, I'm going to be talking to you guys about Beast Week. Now, what is Beast Week? Beast Week is basically, you're taking everything that you've learned so far in BMT, everything, and you're pretty much just mashing it into 1 week. And the whole idea about Beast Week is that your MTIs aren't around, it's just you and your other trainees and like a couple of staff sergeants to run like the whole camp. So yeah, it gets pretty crazy. So I'm gonna run down a few things with you guys with Beast Week. First of all, Beast Week stands for Basic Expeditionary Airman Skills Training and is one of the final hurdles you have to cross over before becoming an American Airman. All of your knowledge coming from FEST, which stands for Foundation of Expeditionary Skills Training, and all of your skills from SABC, which stands for Self-Aid Buddy Care, it all kind of meshes together and you put that into a simulated deployed environment. So now everything that you learned in the classroom and everything that you learned back at practice, back at BMT, I mean, it's still technically practice, but it feels much more realistic. You're not in your dorm rooms anymore. You're living in tents, in sleeping bags, on cots. For breakfast and lunch, you're gonna eat MREs, and you might get like an orange or something to go with it. And then for dinner, you're gonna go to the chow hall and you're gonna get like some chicken and like some rice. You're not gonna poop because you're eating so many MREs. The showers suck because you got 150 dudes and there might be like 15 shower heads. It's kind of gross because a lot of dudes, they'll say, okay, well, I'm going to try to make it the whole camp without showering. And some dudes actually do it. That's nasty. Don't try to do that. Beast Week is basically run by about 5 or 6 sergeants. They aren't MTIs. They're what's called cadres. They wear just like your normal regular ABU hat. They don't wear the campaign hats. And they're also much more, I'm not going to say relaxed, but they're not as controlling. They're not going to tell you, okay, get up, take a shower, get dressed, shave, now go to class, now PT, and do all this other stuff. The whole point of Beast Week is that it's run by the trainees for the most part. The cadre will simply give you a task and then they will assess you on how well you accomplish that task. So it would be like 7 o'clock at night and we would all collect in front of the big tower. The cadre would stand on top of the tower and they would be like, finish details, take showers, be in bed by 9 o'clock. Tomorrow morning we'll be here at 6 a.m. We expect everyone to be dressed in PT uniform, ready to go in formation for PT. And then after they check details to make sure everything's done, they pretty much just roll out. And the sooner you get done with details, the sooner you can get off and just go to sleep and relax. So it's kind of interesting just to be on your own and kind of like control what's going on. Also, yes, you do PT at Beast. It was actually, for me, it was more of a pain in the butt because you got to do PT on like this huge like parking lot size area, but it's filled with like these tiny little rocks. And that's like the same area you're going to do fighting techniques in. So you got to carry around like this huge yoga mat. And like when you go do PT, you got to like shake it out and then like do all these push-ups and all the regular stuff you would do. And if it's a cardio day, then you're just gonna run up and down the street like forever. Now, Beast Week is broken into 4 zones: Reaper, Vigilant, Sentinel, and Predator. Each zone is going to have 4 BMT flights. Now, a BMT is going to be you, and it's going to be either a brother flight or a sister flight, depending on the sex of your other flight. Your brother flight is going to be with you all of BMT. You're going to be doing classes with them. You're going to be right next to them in the dorms, and you start to really build a lot of teamwork with them. What they do at Beast Week is they separate all the brother flights and sister flights. This causes you to work harder and have to actually work with people who you've never met before, never spoken before, and now you're living next to them. It's like starting BMT all over again. So with all that craziness, of course you got to have a chain of command, right? Each zone has about 4 or 5 cadre. Their job is basically to assign tasks and set goals for all of the trainees. If you don't meet those goals, then they'll always be met with some type of penalty. The cadre can be very relaxed or they can be very stringent. So it's pretty much up to the trainees on what type of camp they want to have. Under the cadre is the zone leader. A zone leader is picked from one of the 4 dorm chiefs in each zone. So there's 4 flights in each zone, which means that there's 4 dorm chiefs in each zone. So they're going to pick one, that's going to be your zone leader. Your zone leader is responsible for the entire zone of Beast Week. However, they don't do nearly as much work as the Beast Monitor. Each flight will have a Beast Monitor. So there's 4 Beast Monitors and then there's 1 zone leader. The Beast Monitor's job is basically you're the dorm chief, but at Beast Week. They're usually picked from their knowledge and expertise in FEST and SABC training. Each task and operation that happens at Beast, from training to practices to drills, all that rests on the shoulders of the Beast Monitor. They have a huge role at Beast Week and they do a lot. If you want to learn more about Beast Monitor, I'm going to do a video. I'm going to put an annotation right here. Now, the Beast Monitors are assisted by the TDLs. A TDL stands for a Tactical Deployment Leader. TDLs are much like element leaders, but for Beast Week. Each flight will have 4 TDLs. Now, like I said before, there's a lot of SABC and there's a lot of FEST. So an SABC monitor is someone who's in charge of all the self-aid buddy care that happens at camp and all the stuff that happens before it. So their job is to basically make sure that everyone is technically trained and they have all the techniques and stuff for SABC down. During Beast Week, the SABC monitor is going to oversee all of the operations and drills that are first aid related. MRE monitors are assigned to each flight, and basically their job is to hand out MREs. They make sure that people aren't just like going through the bin like, oh, I just want a good MRE, where's the good ones at? They also make sure that people eat the MREs at the right time. They make sure everyone's fed. They give everyone like an apple or an orange or something. A bonus of being the MRE monitor is that you get first pick on whatever MRE you want. That's pretty much it for all the jobs. Everyone else, you're just going through it. Like, it's like a lot of work. Most of the time you have on armor. Some days you'll have on your chem gear. If it's in the summer, it's going to be extremely hot. They're going to make you drink so much water. They make you drink so much water that you have to put a piece of tape on the forehead of your helmet, and you have to put a mark on it every time you drink a canteen of water. And still people end up dehydrated. Some other activities at Beast Week include, we got ECP and DFP training, which is basically, you're going to have your zone, which is a circle, and then there's going to be 12 little entrances, and then there's going to be one entrance that you're actually supposed to come in on. And at that entrance, it's constantly manned by at least like 4 people. There's the ECP, which is the 2 people in the front, and then the DCP, which is 2 people in the back. And they do a lot of training about coming in and out of the zone. The UCC tent, which is like the main area, I guess, for all the beast monitors and all the dorm chiefs that they're there. And whenever you're doing drills and stuff, information's like coming in and out about what's going on. You have PAR sweeps, which they do like simulated like missiles. If a missile drops or something and you have like an IED, they're gonna do training for that. And that's pretty much what a PAR sweep is. Fest and SABC, I already talked about that. Chem warfare, so you're gonna put on your chem suits and you're gonna go through the scenarios that you have to go through if a military base gets attacked by chemical warfare. You're gonna have EC monitor duty just like back at your squadron, except this time you have on like 70 pounds of armor and your rifle. But it's actually kind of nice. Like, it was like cool at night. You're just kind of sitting there and you can see like all the other people on EC monitor duty in front of their tents, and you kind of just relax. Anytime somebody has to go to the bathroom at night at Beast, they have to get an EC monitor. They have to sign out, go through the ECP, go to the bathroom, come back through the ECP, sign back in, and then go back in the tent. So it's things like that at Beast where it just changes severely. Laundry crew, you guys are still gonna have to do laundry. At Beast Week, you also get to do poggle sticks, fighting techniques. You get to do this event where it's called the Claw. They kind of treat it like a privilege. So basically the Claw is you're gonna march on like this path, and you're gonna be in, I forgot what the formation is called, but it's 2 lines next to each other. You're gonna have your rifles, and you're gonna be like scanning the area for people who are trying to attack you. And you're gonna like follow the path. You're gonna go through all these like little checkpoints, and you're gonna find like bombs along the way. There's gonna be certain teamwork challenges, and at the end of it, it's like this tiny little village, and they'll set up some type of scenario to where you and your group have to like take over the village and rescue this guy and get out of there. So it gets to be like a little fun. Now at the end of Beast Week, you get to win this thing called Beast Excellence. So the best zone that basically came up on top of every single subject and like operation that they did at Beast, they win Beast Excellence. It's not a big deal. You don't win any extra points for like honor grad, but you do win extra points for honor flight. So all 4 flights who are in that zone get an extra couple points towards honor flight. That's pretty much what Beast Excellence is. And then finally, like, I know a lot of people are going to have questions about this, but CADM, which is shooting the rifles. For a lot of people, it's the first time you ever shoot a weapon. And if you're nervous about that, don't be nervous. They make it very comfortable. They make sure you're very educated on what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, then they're not going to let you shoot. CADM, I might make a video about that because it might be worth the video. But you're gonna go through like 5 different positions in shooting. It doesn't even feel like you're shooting a gun. It's kind of weird. It doesn't hurt. It goes by really quick. And then you're gonna do some other stuff like that. Then you're gonna clean out your rifle. But that's pretty much all I have to say about CADM. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for Beast Week. I'm gonna put up another video about Beast Monitor because that's actually a huge job at BMT, and that also gives you some points towards honor grads. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, make sure you like this video. And if you liked it, then make sure you subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.